been having problems with irregular periods since a few years back. I didn't know that it was actually PCOS. Eventually, finally, professionally diagnosed with PCOS by a gynae. After I got married, I find that my symptoms were just like really bad, because prior to getting married, when I was still single, the symptoms were not that bad and apparent aside from just irregular period. But after I got married, it was like so bad that I was even hospitalized for the first time ever in my whole entire life. So because of the constant discomfort and pain, so I went to see a lot of gynae a lot of times, and that's when they did the scan, which the doctors said that they were not able to do when I was still single because I was not married. The symptoms were irregular period, hairy legs. Yeah, some of my body parts are just like hairy, and then I was always feeling anxious and depressed somewhat. I was always in a foul mood, so I was always cranky, and I thought that it was just me. So, and sometimes I do feel bad, I feel like I'm just a bad person after all, there's something wrong with me, and that it cannot be actually changed somewhat, because no matter how much I try, it's just very hard to do that. Whenever I see gynaes, right, they would always be somewhat hesitant and giving remarks to me that they do not really want to treat me because it's nothing, it's not a big deal, and why am I making such a big deal out of it? So that's why I just find it very frustrated in that sense. There will be 2 instances where I did not have my period for 9 months and also 5 months. So of course it's a concern, and whenever I went to see a doctor to actually address about this, but the doctor would just simply brush me off by giving the same answer: you're not married yet, so we cannot do anything about it. Which is to me what does it mean? I mean, it does not comfort me at all, and I just want to know if there's anything wrong about it or not. I just want these medical practitioners to actually just change their mindset and how they approach their patients, because it would just really impact the patients very deeply, because it's something that is still impacting me, to be honest. But I'm just grateful that my gynae right now, she's very kind. She, for the first time ever, I met a gynae that doesn't make me feel hopeless. She told me that you have PCOS, yes, but your symptoms are not that bad. It's nothing, you shouldn't be worrying about it so much. It's okay, you are not the only one who has this. By being able to hear this from a medical practitioner, that it just makes you feel good. My mental health before I was married, it was kind of bad, because there's this one time where I got a panic attack at the office, because of course it was because of stress, and maybe it's somewhat related to my PCOS. But I would have to say, after I got married, right, my mental health, my anxiety, my depression are much better. Maybe because I'm able to get oxytocin from my husband, and I felt very supported. I do not feel that lonely how I did when I was single, because right now actually I am seeing a doctor 3 months, once in 3 months, to actually just have a follow-up appointment and check if everything is okay or whatnot. And I feel lonely in this sense, because I always go to see my doctor alone, because my husband is chef, so he's always busy. He only has 1 day off a week, so he doesn't have time to actually accompany me to see the doctor and whatnot. So actually by learning things, especially where I thought I was pregnant, so I went to see the doctor and check, and it was not positive. So by actually having to bear the news firsthand alone, that's where it gets even harder, and I would just cry most of the time. My husband is has been very supportive. I mean, I could see the vast difference after I got married and before I got married and after I got married is my mental health. I don't feel anxious that much, and I don't feel depressed. Prior to getting married, I would have to say that my relationship with my mom was not that close. Okay, so and I feel I did not have space to actually talk about my feelings. And I mean my mom, it took her some time to actually accept the fact that there are people having problem with anxiety and depression. So it took her some time to actually accept it, because to her it's why are you so stressed out about this? It's nothing to be stressed out about. It's not just about being stressed out, it's something that I cannot control. most of the majority part of the reason why I was not okay during the journey would have to be like my difficulty of actually being pregnant, and also, of course, on top of that, with all of the symptoms that I have, like the discomfort, the pain, right? Now I feel like the reason why we're not able to actually conceive yet is because of me. So I would always, you know, there was like there would be like sometimes where I feel like, oh, so it's actually my fault. So I would be saying, oh, maybe if you want to go, you know, and marry someone else who can give you a baby, it's okay with me. I mean, I've said it before, so he would be like, what are you talking about? Like, the reason why I'm with you is because of you, but it's okay, we are in this together, something like that. So that's where I really appreciate him. I'm just grateful that my husband is not that type of husband. Want to actually let other people know that, okay, yes, I do have PCOS, and somewhat I just want them to actually just like stop making assumptions, because I think the biggest insult that I have received would have to be like this, like, okay, yes, I mean, I've been married over a year plus, and I mean, I still don't have, I'm still not pregnant, okay? And the biggest insult that I've received from people saying, you should not do family planning, regardless whether you have PCOS or you don't. I just want you to understand that this is not an easy journey for someone with PCOS to go through.